Hi everyone, welcome back to Canary Cast. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as hopefully you can see, we've got new cameras. Hopefully this makes it a lot better for you. We didn't want to be putting out poor quality videos, so let's hope this now works. Let us know what you think of that down in the comments, please. That'd be great. Right, the international break is over. Thankfully, we are now back with club football, and we thought we'd do a little Boro preview for you. We're joined by Jonny from the Boro Breakdown Podcast. Jonny, how you doing, my man?
I'm very well, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, all good. Looking forward to the club football back this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. We were just saying off air there that English football, watching it internationally, is just terrible in it. We've had it with Southgate, but I don't know. Maybe Southgate is potentially the director of football for England and then try and bring in Mourinho or something like that to take charge. I feel like that's the way forward, but yeah, can't wait for club football to be back.
Yeah, here. Jacob's here as well, obviously. Jacob, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, well, mate, I'm glad that we are just chatting shit now rather than looking shit, hopefully.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll definitely still chat plenty of shit. Hopefully we look less shit. Anyway, let's get on to the Boro Norwich game. Jonny, talk to us about your season so far, because from afar it looks like you're not scoring that many goals, but you're not conceding a lot either. Typical Warnock, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been a great start of the season. A massive surprise. If I'm honest, I thought we were going to be probably towards the bottom end of the table this year and just trying to grind out results to finish mid-table. But we've just done the polar opposite, really. We've just been brilliant from start to finish. It's more of a case of a real Neil Warnock side, hard-working, hard to break down. When they get the chances, they tend to take them. It's been pretty much like that for the majority of the season. We don't create much, but when we do, we seem to be in the right place at the right time, which is really positive and from a conversion rate standpoint, but in terms of creating chances, it can be quite frustrating. But to be honest, I've been really, really surprised and really happy with the start we've made.
Yeah, I know it was the case earlier on in the season. Is it still the case you haven't scored from open play?
Oh no, we're scoring from open play. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's defensively that
the opposite.
Defensively, so yeah, we only conceded one goal from open play throughout the season. I was just saying to Jacob off air there that it's only us, PSG, and AC Milan that have been able to concede one goal. So it's a great stat to have. But I'm assuming you'll probably want to break that on Saturday.
Yeah, the thing is, mate, like, I don't know.
Are you feeling?
There we go.
Right.
Because obviously under like Woodgate and stuff, you guys are trying to play football, and it just didn't seem like you had the players. What is the kind of like the style now? Is it a bit more McNair up to the big man in Akpom, or is it set pieces? What are you kind of looking at?
To be honest, under Woodgate, I don't even know what type of football we were trying to play, to be honest. I don't think Woodgate knew. But as much as I wanted Woodgate to succeed, he just didn't have the chance to really do it. You know, like he didn't have the finances, and he also brought in inexperience around him. But don't get me wrong, like Robbie Keane and Jonny Woodgate both had unbelievable careers. Just management might not have been their bag. But for this year, we are a little bit more direct. You can kind of see that. We try and play through the midfield a lot more and get the ball out wide and try and knock the ball in the box. It's very if you've ever watched a Neil Warnock side, you'll be able to see it in Boro, definitely.
Jacob, how do you see Norwich dealing with that? Lots of balls into the box worries me a bit.
Well, I've kind of forgot, mate. I can't believe we haven't done a whole video on it. We just need to talk about Ben Gibson, really, don't we? I think we're fine with Ben Gibson in there. We absolutely love him. I'm sure Boro fans want him back.
Yeah, honestly. I told you on the second tier that how good Ben Gibson could be. He on his day, he's probably one of the best defenders in the Championship by a country mile. His passing range is good. His positional play is good. Likes to get his head on the ball as well. So I feel like he'd be all right for Saturday, but I'm hoping he's just got Middlesbrough in mind when he plays and maybe makes one or two mistakes by accident. So it's yeah, but I feel like you'd be okay. I think he's defended quite well so far this year.
Yeah, him and Hanley are putting together a really, really nice partnership, to be fair, Jacob.
Yeah, mate, I think that's what we've been lacking in it. We said all the way back in January in the Premier League that we needed a Ben Gibson type just to kind of match with Grant and kind of have a bit more physicality, a bit of pace and decent on the ball. I was just wondering, another Middlesbrough lad, I don't think you'll see as well because he didn't have a great loan there, is Hugo. What do you think of him? Because we were always a bit unsure. We were a bit like, is he like a Cameron Jerome, doesn't score in the Prem? is he good enough? He's a good end championship, but is he like top end championship striker?
Yeah. Look, John Hugo, we didn't play it with strengths at all. We had when we had him under Tony Pulis, it was a case of right, we're going to play with 5 centre halves at the back and then 5 centre midfielders, or 4 centre midfielders, and then just put Jordan Hugo up top, and then Jordan, you just try and chase it down, son. You just create a chance out of nothing. So it was really difficult for him, but he is a good striker. He's got a good record in the Championship. It's just if he gets the chance, I think you play a lot more expansive football than what he's probably used to when he was at Middlesbrough. So I think give him time. I think if you give him time, I think he'll probably come good and he'll score some important goals for Norwich this year.
Jacob, is it still the case that we're yet to concede from set pieces?
Yeah, mate, I don't quite know how. That could change at the weekend as well, because Boro have some big boys, don't they? We have probably given each team at least 2 chances from a set piece. But yeah, somehow the stat still remains, and we'll keep tweeting that until it goes.
Yeah. What are you like at set pieces, Jonny? Because that's always my worry with Norwich. We are getting better at them this season, but set pieces has always been my worry with Norwich.
Yeah, it feels like it was 84 years until we actually scored from a set piece, to be honest. It was literally just this season when we actually did score from a set piece. It felt like a magic moment. But we're getting better and better each week. And I feel like that's if we're going to score probably on Saturday, I feel like we're going to probably get a set piece and we'll probably hopefully score for Paddy McNair corner.
Yeah.
Is he your main threat? Sorry, Joe. Is Paddy
That's
McNair
right,
to close down, or is it like? Because I've seen like Dyke Steele's improved, Mark Bowler's come into the side. I was just wondering who like your main or what we need to really worry about.
Yeah, Paddy McNair is a Rolls Royce at the minute. He plays a centre half, but how Middlesbrough plays, that he'll probably sneak into midfield and create something. He's absolutely brilliant. He isn't the only creative player that we've got. Tavs came into midfield a lot more with Morsy's being injured or Savills not being there. So he's creating chances. To be honest, we are creating chances. Patrick Roberts, when he plays, is a little magician on the ball, creates a space, gets in behind the defenders. So there is threat across the pitch. I think just in terms of best players this year, Dyke Steele has been phenomenal. Signed a 4.5 year contract yesterday, so he's probably going to play shit now. So it's but with him, he's fantastic. But also McNair's been brilliant this year. Savills been very, very good as well. Sam Morsy's just that leadership that we need. It seems like we've just got a really good foundation of a good squad. I feel like you just need to add a little bit more to it in terms of quality. But I feel like Warnock right now, he's just trying to get us through to January. And hopefully we can add a bit more quality in the final third, probably on the wings, hopefully.
Interesting to hear who your threats are, Jonny. But when you look at the Norwich team, who scares you? Who are you worried about?
Wendy, I think Wendy is fantastic.
Correct answer.
He's a very, very, very talented boy. Didn't you get him for like 1.2 million or something daft like that as well? Something dirt cheap, wasn't it? So I was like,
It could
oh.
1.5, and then with promotion, 5 mil got added.
Ah, well, if it's 1.5 then to 5 million, then it's worth it, isn't it? So
yeah.
But yeah, I think he's obviously the main threat. If Pookie's starting to get back into form now, so you tend to worry a little bit. But I feel like they should potentially keep him quiet. I think the way we play, I think it could be a quite hard game for Norwich to create the chances. We tend to play a lot better against an expansive side. So with that, I feel like it could be a really, really tough game, probably for both teams, to be honest. But I think you'll definitely have a chance or two.
Okay. I think that brings us nicely to score predictions. Let's make idiots out of ourselves. Jacob, you can go first, mate. We'll let Jonny think about it.
Oh, it's a painful one because I think, obviously, Boro are beaten in 10, aren't they? Norwich are beaten in 7.
Yes.
I think it's a tight, horrible game. I would happily take a point at the minute because Boro look on form. Did you draw against Brentford as well? I think they're a decent side.
We did, yeah. So we drew 0-0. I think the top 3 goal scoring sides have only managed 1 shot on target against us. So it's like it's a good. I'm coming with the stats today, aren't I? Like I'm well prepared, isn't it? We've got some really good defensive stats this year. But it's creating that chance. Teams do get chances against us, like in most games. So I think it's just taking them. I think you've got the quality there to probably try and take advantage of that. But I think score predictions. I did initially say on the Boro Breakdown it was going to be 2-1 Norwich, but I am leaning towards more of a draw. I just feel like it's one of those games where it'd be either a mistake or a set piece that might get it.
No, yeah, I think you're spot on. I think it's difficult. I think with such a resolute defence that we've come up against a few this season, and with Warnock, he'll just know how to grind out a point. I'm going to say 0-0, 1-1. I'd love to see us nick it, but I'd be happy with a point.
Yeah, I'm thinking 0-0. My heart wants to think that we'll nick it 1-0, but I do think 0-0.
Ben Gibson last minute just puts the hands up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Ben Gibson on goal last minute. I'll take that instead.
Yeah.
It'll be one or the other. You can guarantee it. But anyway, Jonny, thanks for joining us, mate. Best of luck with the Boro Breakdown podcast the rest of the season. Thanks for watching. We'll see you after the game on Saturday. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.